Welcome to this advanced firefighting training module by Nautical Options Training Institute of the Philippines. In this lesson, we focus on firefighting involving dangerous goods, a critical competency under the STCW A6/3 and the IMDG code. By the end of this session, you will be able to 1. Identify the various types of dangerous goods on board ship as defined by the IMDG code. 2. Explain the correct procedures for extinguishing fires involving dangerous goods, considering their unique hazards and behavior. 3. And when presented with an emergency scenario, effectively fight fires involving dangerous goods, following the principles and requirements of the IMDG code.
This information directs the fire party to choose safe tactics and avoid actions that could trigger explosions, toxic releases, or violent chemical reactions. These include Class 1, explosives, highly sensitive to heat and shock. Class 2, gases, which may be flammable, non-flammable, or toxic. Class 3, flammable liquids, such as fuels, paints, and solvents. Class 4, flammable solids, spontaneously combustible substances, and those emitting flammable gas when wet. Class 5, oxidizing substances and organic peroxides, capable of feeding and accelerating fires. Class 6, toxic and infectious substances, posing severe health hazards during fire situations. Class 7, radioactive material, requiring strict containment. Class 8, corrosives, which damage skin, metals, and equipment. Class 9, miscellaneous dangerous goods, including lithium batteries with high thermal runaway risk. Every fire party must understand the specific hazards associated with the dangerous goods carried on board. Before responding to any emergency, consult the Dangerous Goods Manifest, Material Safety Data Sheets, and the IMDG Code Emergency Schedules, EMS. These documents specify fire behavior of the cargo, toxicity of smoke and vapors, required personal protective equipment, correct extinguishing agents, prohibited actions that may worsen the fire. This information directs the fire party to choose safe tactics and avoid actions that could trigger explosions, toxic releases, or violent chemical reactions. Fire involving dangerous goods requires strict adherence to specialized procedures. General principles include 1. Do not directly attack flames unless the EMS guide approves the use of water or foam. 2. Focus on cooling adjacent structures and containers to prevent detonation or spread. 3. Isolate the area, stopping cargo ventilation where applicable. 4. Establish gas-tight boundaries to prevent the release of toxic fumes. 5. Maintain safe distances due to the risk of explosion or structural collapse. 6. Use SCBA at all times, as smoke may contain lethal chemicals. Each dangerous goods class has specific responses that must be followed. Different extinguishing agents have different effects when applied to dangerous goods. For example, 1. CO2 is suitable for many flammable liquids but is ineffective for oxidizing substances. 2. Dry powder is recommended for certain Class 4 and Class 5 substances. 3. Water must never be used on substances that react violently with moisture, including some flammable metals and chemicals from Class 4. Foam can be effective for flammable liquids, but may react dangerously with corrosive or oxidizing materials. When a dangerous goods fire is detected, immediate actions must follow the EMS procedures. 1. Alert and activate the fire party, following the vessel's emergency plan. 2. Identify the dangerous goods involved using container numbers, placards, and the Dangerous Goods Manifest. 3. Consult the IMDG emergency schedules, specifically the fire schedule, F code, and the spill schedule, S code. 4. Determine whether direct extinguishment is recommended or if the fire must be controlled indirectly through boundary cooling. 5. Establish exclusion zones to protect personnel from explosion and toxic hazards. 6. Apply the recommended extinguishing agent using safe approach techniques. 7. Continuously cool adjacent cargo to prevent escalation. 8. Monitor for reignition and maintain post-fire ventilation control as directed by EMS guidance. These steps ensure that the response remains consistent with international safety requirements. Fire involving dangerous goods demands enhanced communication and coordination. The fire party, command team, and bridge must maintain continuous, clear communication. Important considerations include 1. Updating the situation and progress of boundary cooling. 2. Advising on changes in smoke color, structural integrity, or unusual container noises. 3. Monitoring wind direction to avoid toxic exposure. 4. Keeping all personnel accounted for and consistent with the muster list. In summary, firefighting involving dangerous goods requires precision, discipline, and strict adherence to the IMDG code. Through proper training, disciplined execution, and compliance with the IMDG code, seafarers can effectively manage fires involving dangerous goods and protect life, property, and the marine environment.